What's up everybody, this is Reset from C Manga and welcome to my review of Fairy Tail Chapter 466 Assassins. So, after a week off, Fairy Tail returns and it basically just sets up a battle which I kind of fully was not expecting. So, getting into it, Natsu, he's starting to get to grips with the whole end reveal and everything. Happy seems pretty distraught over the whole, Natsu ready to sacrifice himself to defeat Zeref. But one thing actually has come to mind now. How are they actually going to achieve the defeat of Zeref now that, his Dragon King mode is completely used up? I kind of have a feeling that, obviously it's definitely not the last we're going to see of that mode. Maybe the fact that Happy kind of interrupted that final blow, it just makes me think that maybe he's still kind of held on to some of that Dragon King power, a portion of it, because obviously he didn't use it, so it just isn't like really apparent as it was before. It's kind of, still building up inside him, welling up, building up again from like, I don't know, maybe 5% of what he overall had before. So elsewhere, Southport has been fully captured with a formidable force of around 30,000 soldiers going up against a combined force of Lamia Scale and Mermaid Heel, which is what, about 200 of them I think they were saying. Many capable fighters, but again, it's kind of a numbers game with that. It doesn't matter how many enemies are cannon fodder enemies, they could probably take out 10 at a time. If enough of them kind of gang up on them all at once, there's no way they're not going to be overwhelmed. But, they seem pretty kind of, I don't know, happy about it. Like, they're pumped basically. They're going in there ready to do it, to do what they got to do. In the north, however, they have their own problems with Spriggan Brandman. He's turning up. He's being kind of like called the Grim Reaper, and I am seriously intrigued as to what the heck his magic actually is. So the way you see everyone running away from him, then all of a sudden they're just like coughing up blood and everything. So what does his magic do? I don't know, loads of thoughts go through my head at the moment. I'm kind of under the impression it could be, I don't know, maybe linked to the person's vocal cords or something. So if they utter a word around, if they utter any words around them, it affects them, and then that's why they're coughing up blood or something like that. So far we haven't really seen anything to do with like vocal magic so far. So yeah, it's a new one. It could work. But yeah, it seems like obviously first one on the scene there is gonna be like to respond to him is gonna be Yukino. Will a celestial magic kind of be a good matchup for him? I don't know. I'm kind of under the impression though that the twin dragons are gonna come in and save the day as they usually would. So yeah, again, another battle ready to be set up. So final two things with this chapter. In the East, obviously you got the top four of Fior coming up against, as I predicted, God Serena. I knew he was gonna have to fight against them. Now, the way he's being hyped up, I was there thinking it's definitely going to be a 4-on-1 situation. It's just God Serena versus them four, and then he's going to just like wipe the floor with him or something just to show exactly how powerful he is. But this is where I was wrong completely. Serena, he isn't alone. With him, he's got August, the guy who knows literally every magic spell, and a new Spriggan, the assassin Jacob. This guy is obviously, a master of assassin magic. And he did have a little exchange with Jura, which is like, oh yeah, I like your hairstyle or stuff, hairstyle. Obviously Jura's bald and everything, so that definitely means those two are going to be matched up for a fight. But yeah, August being there did kind of completely take me by surprise. I was kind of under the impression that maybe he's going to be fighting off against Luxus, but hell, maybe Luxus might turn up there anyway and give him some backup. You don't know. And finally, final thing in this chapter is obviously it kind of looks like Brandish's interrogation is going to have to wait a little while, considering how Marlin, it looks like it's kind of a bit insane and started to, choking her out. I mean, I kind of get where he's coming from, why it's not kind of stupidly out of the blue. It's kind of like been building up, obviously, she's been treating him terribly, calling him a pet and everything. And this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity to kind of take her out. She's obviously bound, can't use her magic. She's just literally a sitting duck, so yeah, he starts choking her out, but obviously someone's definitely going to come along and save her. My guess is, if I've got to say anyone, it's going to be Lucy, and then now obviously start instigating the flashback about her mother and everything, and then we'll finally get to learn a bit more about what the hell is actually going on, what happened then 400 years ago, what happened to Lila when she opened the gates and the dragons came through, all that stuff. Lots of good things to look forward to. So yeah, that was it with this chapter, lots of setups. Obviously, in my opinion, it pales in comparison to the last chapter, but it's always hard following an amazing chapter like that one. Lots of action, everything, lots of big oh my god moments. Bright side is obviously from the title of the next chapter, it looks like that's when Lucy's going to probably come in and save Brandish, and then they're going to get the flashback started. So yeah, lots of things to look forward to. Hopefully there's not too many lull chapters coming up. So yeah, that about ends it from me, guys. You know, usual things at the end of these. Let me know what you thought about the chapter in the comment section below. And as usual, don't forget to check out other things on the channel. So I'll see you next time.